Yo, what's up? Good morning, people. So I'm just going to do an introduction for anyone who doesn't actually know me, if they wanted to watch this one. So my name's Lee. I've had a very colourful history, very long drug abuse, all that sort of thing. I've been lucky enough to be an employed person for the majority of my life as well. I did live on and off Centrelink. I used to use the system basically. I worked cash in hand so much. Lots of cash in hand, all that sort of thing. Managed to sell drugs. Yeah, I was a very creative young person. I managed to get myself off drugs 12 to 13 years ago. Since then, I've attained. So in that 12 years, I did half my diploma in counselling. I am going to look at finishing it because I've never been one to finish things most of the time. But I have started accomplishing lots of things. So I did some scaffolding. What else? I've had a lot of cooking jobs in this time. I worked on the boats down at Port Arthur. I love that. That was great. And yeah, I became a second chef in that time. I also completed my Certificate 4, which means that I'm able to teach people how to cook and that sort of thing now. So I wish I had done it earlier in life, because once I got it, whenever I feel accomplished in something, I quit and start something new. So after doing that, I think I was a head chef for about a year or two, maybe a year. It was a bit over a year. And then I gave that up, started a small company. That's been very successful. We're very grateful. That's to do with caring for people. We've also hired people, so we provide jobs for people. We've donated a lot of money as well, and we've got other things in the works that we are doing. This is pretty much just a side thing for me at the moment due to my current situation, which is being detained on a drink driving charge, and I'm on house arrest. So luckily I'm able to go out 3 hours in the day. As you've seen, I had the pleasure of buying a scooter yesterday, or a couple of weeks ago. I actually ordered it before all this, so I've just been waiting for it to show up. Just trying to make sure that I'm trying to bring some positivity to this space about how even when life looks so good, it's not always great, I promise. I've come a very long way, and yes, I've made mistakes in those 12 years, and I've been talking about what I've done, and gladly I'm still in a position to see, I'm able to see the positive better than a lot, because I was living a very positive life before this happened. So I understand how people are probably going to think and feel about me in this situation, that, oh, wow, look at this guy, he's got everything, life must be pretty good for him to be on house arrest, living in the house and having the views that he's got and all that. It's not perfect, people. I'm still growing in myself, learning. I'm trying to hold myself accountable. So yesterday I had two encounters of my anger coming out. And as I said yesterday, I made Gray upset. Then last night, I wanted the boys to go through the stuff that they had left over from last year, so we didn't have to buy so much on the book things. And me and Christine had a little bit of a debacle, but we got over it. But yeah, I get heightened so quickly, and I really want to learn how to cope with that mechanism within myself, because that's a big struggle I have, is noticing when I'm boiling, or I get to boiling that instantly. I can't stop. I calm down quite quickly now, whereas I never used to. So I am in a process, but it's a big thing. So that's what I'm working on, definitely. I'm working on trying to be here and present for people, to show, even though when something's going on and we're not so positive about life, there are positives around, and you're best off trying to find those and focus on them. If it's out of your control, throw it up in the air. If you give it to God, you give it to God. If you don't, write it down on paper, give it to the good or the bad, and go down your list and go, what do I want to I want to focus on the good, not the bad. So, and if you believe in the devil, well, you got to believe in God, because there's only a devil with a God, mate. And so 12 years ago, I got saved by the Lord. I haven't been a huge to and fro from church, because I've struggled to find one where I don't feel judged, and it's very hard. So, and also even Christine had issues of that sort of thing as well. So it's not just because of me, it's because of the people at the churches too. Like they all practice and all preach that you're not meant to judge, because that's God's job. They do, sadly, some of them. But not here talking about that. So, yeah, I'm definitely hyper-focused. I'm very hyper-focused, and I am still very focused on what I want and want to do within this space. And I can't wait to see what's going to happen around February, the end of February next year. I should have a bit of a plan. I've got things being written down each day that I'm building a workshop in a sense. Excuse me, and going to try to focus on what works for me in situations. Whatever program I do start is going to be, if the person isn't in it for themselves, I don't really want anything to do with it, because unless you're ready and you want to, you've got Buckley's with me, because it doesn't work if you're doing it for other people, or I might just even if it's just to give it a go and you want to try to do something for yourself, I'm happy to get it started, definitely, because at the end of the day, I don't want to not be there for people. But the big hyper focus for me is, you've got to want it, you've got to be ready, because it's not easy. It's not bloody. It's a tough road, no matter what you do. Even if you've been off drugs for a long time. I was saying someone on another group right in, I'm at that stage where I'm not sure if I should be getting a job yet or not. If you're questioning that, you should be looking. You should be thinking about what you want to do at least. Because you're questioning whether you're what you do, whether you should or whether you shouldn't. If you're thinking about, do it. Just get it done. Get it started, because that's the best thing to do. So that's a little bit of an introduction of who I am, where I've come from, what I'm doing, why I want to do this. And I hope that people will come along for the ride and enjoy this journey. Most of my videos are going to be bloody half movies, as this one is. I just looked at the time and it's nearly 9 minutes and 15, so I'm going to cut it off in a second. And yeah, I just want to help people, basically. So let me help you, and let's do this together, because with a group and people to fall back on, with a bit of guidance, we can get anyone anywhere. All right, on that note, enjoy your day, and let's get grounded.